We've all held a bicycle between our legs or stood with something that can tip either way. And when we have that bicycle straight up between our legs, or the object that we're holding is vertical in gravity, then it's almost effortless to keep that in that state. The more the object starts to tip from vertical in gravity, the more energy it takes to right that object back to balance. You've all felt that. The more you tip your bicycle, the heavier and heavier it feels. It feels heavy because it takes more energy to pick it up to balance. So what happens if we're keeping our head on our shoulders like a bicycle out of balance all day? See, Mr. Balance is vertical and his head balances right on top of there. Mr. Imbalance, you can see he keeps his head way forward on his shoulders, getting his head out there into what's stressing him out. And look, he needs some hot glue. In our neck we call them adhesions. He needs some cables. We call those fascial restrictions. But that's all this work Mr. Imbalance has to do to keep his head on his body. And that equals him being stuck. Notice Mr. Stuck. His chin is forward. Mr. Floaty has his in a nice balanced position. It's much nicer to think of this ball with the hole on it that our spinal cord, our nervous system flows out of, having all of this floaty space to rest and communicate information along that cable. If that cable's here and we pinch it forward against our bones, it helps us get less information. We can't think as clearly about what we want to do or what we're feeling. If you notice you've got your head in your stress, I want you to think about an axle that goes right here in front of your ears. And it's this axle that your head will pivot on. Okay? So first, I want to think about my golf tee. And I want to straighten it up. Then once my golf tee is straight, I want to rotate my golf ball. I want to pull it off the edge of the tee and center it up on top of the tee. So to do that, I imagine the back of my head floating long up out of my shoulder blades. And I let my chin glide back towards my throat, or my Adam's apple, as my head pivots around this axle. Give it a try. I think you'll like it.